So we've been doing this special mini-series on the podcast about this woman, Anna Comnena. And I've got to say straight up, I have an absolutely massive history crush on her. I know that I'm likely to idealise her, but she was an incredibly intelligent character. She's a proper polymath. She's just got this insatiable thirst for learning in every available discipline. A brilliant podcast host she'd have been. And she wrote a history book, which obviously is always going to endear her to me. And it's a really good one too. And this was at a time when women in her society just didn't do things like that. But if you've heard of her before, it's most likely as a kind of Lady Macbeth meets Cersei Lannister character, because she's been portrayed by generations of historians as this brutal would-be murderer. Now she apparently, tried to orchestrate a coup, they tell us, to assassinate her younger brother John. Now this is in 1119, he's the Emperor of the Romans, and she allegedly wanted to replace him with herself and her husband, Nikephoros Vriennios. And that contrast between those two different versions of Anna, on the one hand you've got this intellectually voracious, massive nerd, and on the other you've got this power-crazed would-be empress. Well, that's a really powerful contrast, and it makes you wonder why she isn't better known as a historical figure. Well, we've been looking at her life on the History of Venice podcast, and this week we draw our own conclusions. Now, I'm pretty clear about which story I believe and why, but like most history, it's all shrouded in uncertainty. Anyway, if you haven't heard of Anna before, she's definitely one of those women that you should know more about. So we invite you to tune in to our special two-parter, starting with last week's episode, Writing History While Female, and concluding with this week's Cause Without a Rebel. And we hope that you end up as excited about Anna Comnena as we are. Enjoy.